Dear students, good morning to all. Welcome to our online science class. In this session, we are going to discuss about production of sound and propagation of sound. We hear variety of sounds in our daily life. For example, thundering of clouds, mewing of cats, rustling of leaves, music on the radio and television, and noise of vehicles, etc. In that, each sound has particular characteristics. Sound enables us to communicate with each other. Similarly, animals also communicate with each other members of their species with the help of sound. In that, some sounds like music are pleasing to us and also we like to hear them. But some sounds are not like that. For example, noise in our surrounding. Production of sound. Sound is produced when an object is said to vibrate. Vibration means a kind of rapid to and fro motion of a particle. This to and fro motion of the particle causes the substance around it to vibrate. Thus, sound spreads to the surroundings. The substance through which the sound is transmitted is called medium. Sound moves through a medium from the point of generation to the listener. We can understand this with the activities. Take a tray of an empty matchbox and stretch a rubber band around it along its length. Then pluck the stretched rubber band with your index finger. What do you observe? Do you hear any sound? On plucking the rubber band, it starts vibrating. You can hear a feeble humming sound as long as the rubber band is vibrating. The humming sound stops as soon as the rubber band stops vibrating. So, this confirms that sound is produced by vibrating particles. Take a metal salvo pan. Hang it at a convenient place in such a way that it does not touch anything. Now strike it with a stick. Touch the pan gently with your index finger. Do you feel the vibrations? In this also, that vibrating pan produces sound. In this case, vibrations can be felt by touching the fan. But in some cases, vibrations are visible. So, from the above activity shows that sound is produced when an object is said to vibrate. The sound produced by vibration is propagated from one location to another. So, when it reaches our ear, we can hear the sound. Propagation of sound. When you call your friend who is standing at a distance, your friend is able to hear your voice. How your friend is able to hear your voice? He is able to hear because your sound travels from one place to another. As I told you, sound is a form of energy and it needs a medium to travel. We can understand this with bell jar experiment. Take a bell jar and a mobile phone. Switch on the music in the mobile phone and place it in the jar. Now, pump out the air from the bell jar using the vacuum pump. Now, the air is removed from the jar. The sound from the mobile phone becomes feebler and finally very faint. From this experiment, that sound cannot travel in vacuum and it needs a medium like air. So, the sound travels in water and solids also, but the speed of sound is more in solids than in liquids and it is very less in gases. So, the speed of sound is the distance traveled by sound in 1 second It is denoted by V. It is represented by the expression V equal to n lambda, in that n is the frequency and lambda is the wavelength. And the speed of sound depends on the properties of mediums through which it travels, like temperature, pressure, and humidity. In any medium, as the temperature increases, the speed of sound also increases. For example, the speed of sound in air is 331 meter second inverse 1 at 0 degree Celsius and 344 meter second inverse 1 at 20 degree Celsius. Now, let us discuss how sound is travel in a medium. When a body vibrates, the particle of the medium in contact with the vibrating body is first displaced from its equilibrium position. It then exerts a force on the adjacent particle. This process continues in the medium till the sound reaches the ear of the person. Let us consider a vibrating turning fork. When a vibrating turning fork moves forward, it pushes and compresses the air in front of it, creating a region of high pressure. This region is called a compression. When it moves backward, it creates a region of low pressure called rarefaction. These compressions and rarefactions produce the sound wave which propagates through the medium. Problems based on sound. Problem 1. A sound has a frequency of 50 Hz and a wavelength of 10 meter. What is the speed of the sound? In that, given n equal to 50 Hz, lambda equal to 10 meter. So, the speed of sound V equal to n lambda. So, V equal to 50 into 10. So, the speed of sound equal to 500 meters second universe 1. Problem 2. A sound has a frequency of 5 Hz and a speed of 25 meters second universe 1. What is the wavelength of the sound? In that, given is n equal to 5 Hz, V equal to 25 meters second universe 1. V equal to n lambda. Rearranging this equation, lambda equal to V divided by n. So, substitute n and V value equal to 25 divided by 5. So, the wavelength of the sound is 5 meter.